The Hausa people are being killed. The Yoruba people are being killed. The Edo people are being killed. The Igbo people are being killed. All other nationalities are being killed by these bandits, in whom Sultan of Sokoto is defending, saying the Boko Haram are doing the work of Allah. The question is, what type of job are they doing for Allah? Yeah, good day, fellow Nigerians, especially the Yorubas. I'm here to give you the information. I've had a lot of people calling me regarding the threat of the Fulanis on the 28th of March 2026, that they will strike in Yoruba land, the southwest Nigeria. Please and please and please, I would like to tell you this is an empty threat. Nothing can happen. Please remain calm. God is with us. Almighty God is with us. And President Trump is with us. So, because of this, I will ask you to remain calm. It is an empty threat from the Fulanization of Nigeria. And I would like to bring this to the authorities' notice, that the actions of Dr. Sheikh Gumi and the Sultan of Sokoto should be curtailed by the lawful enforcement agencies. The actions of Dr. Sheikh Gumi advocating for the welfare and the security of the bandits in Nigeria is absolutely unlawful. It is contrary to our domicile law and the regional law and the international law at large. This action is contrary. Also, the actions of the Sultan of Sokoto advocating that Nigeria is an Islamic nation. This action is very wrong. This activism, this advocacy from the Sultan of Sokoto is absolutely wrong. This activism from the Sultan of Sokoto claiming that Nigeria is an Islamic nation, it is absolutely wrong and contrary to Section 10 and Section 38(1) of the 1999 Constitution as amended. So I'm bringing this to the notice of all authorities in Nigeria to look into this and bring caution to His Excellency Sultan of Sokoto. I would like to remind Nigerians that Sultan of Sokoto should not be involved in this type of advocacy because of the stool the Sultan of Sokoto is holding in Nigeria and especially in the northern part of Nigeria. So I will never be rude to the soul of the Sultan of Sokoto, but the fact is, the Sultan of Sokoto must respect the stool of office that he is holding in order for the respect to continue. Respect is reciprocal. So if the Sultan of Sokoto refuses to respect the office he's holding and the mantle of the leadership of the Muslim Islamic Association that is holding in Nigeria, I have no option than to disrespect him with evidences, facts in Nigeria. So I'm using this opportunity to appeal to all the lawful agencies to look into this and caution His Excellency Sultan of Sokoto regarding this effect. Now, my advocacy from immemorial, nearly 3 decades now, that I've been on the advocacy for the welfare and the security of Nigerians. So, and I still remain on this advocacy. So, I am advocating for the welfare and the security of all Nigerians. Under Section 14(2)(b) of the 1999 Constitution as amended, that the security and the welfare of Nigerians shall be paramount to the government of the land. In this situation, Section 14(2)(c) gave me the right to participate in the good governance of Nigeria. And that is exactly what I am doing right now. I'm participating in the good governance of Nigeria to ensure that there's no riot, there's no religious war, and there's no civil war in Nigeria. And the only way to get this done is we need to caution and make lawful arrest to the people that are causing this mayhem in Nigeria. That is Dr. Sheikh Gumi. In my opinion, Dr. Sheikh Gumi is an accomplice to banditry in Nigeria, to terrorism in Nigeria. The question is, why no authorities have ever challenged or arrested Dr. Sheikh Gumi at the moment? So I put that one for Nigerians to think and what to do. But all my actions are based under Section 24 of the 1999 Constitution as amended, that my duty as Nigerian. Okay, I base my argument on Section 24A that say I need to respect the Constitution of the land and all the institutions of the land, which I am doing, and I will never disrespect the law or disobey any law. Section 24B asks me to defend Nigeria and render national service to Nigeria. So my advocacy is to defend Nigeria, and I'm rendering the national service to Nigeria in the area that Nigeria is a secular state. Nigeria is not an Islamic state. In this situation, in order for us to prevent any religious war in Nigeria, so I am doing this with the good mind, in good faith of avoiding civil war in Nigeria. Nigeria cannot go to any civil war again. So at this stage, we need to stop Islamization in Nigeria. And that is the fact of it. And the Sultan of Sokoto need to respect the dignity of other nationalities. That is Section 24C. Sultan of Sokoto need to respect the dignity of other nationalities. And this is giving many of us mental torture. That is contrary to Section 34(1)(a). Because each time the Sultan of Sokoto made mention that Nigeria is an Islamic nation, this gave me mental torture. And I strongly believe it gives other Nigerians mental torture. It gives all Christians, all traditionalists, mental torture. It even affects the Southwest Muslim, because according to the Islamic jihadists, Fulani Islamic jihadists, they don't believe that the Southwest Muslim are following the lay down of the Quran or the preaching. So they say the Southwest Muslim as well as infidel. So in this situation, if this continues, this might lead to a religious war in Nigeria. And that is why I'm seeking the audience of President Trump to come to our aid. It's not the head of Christian alone. It is the head of Nigerians, because all other Nigerians are in trouble. All other nationalities are in trouble. It is only the Fulanis that have the good way in Nigeria. It is only the Islamic from the Fulani are the best. The Hausa people are being killed. The Yoruba people are being killed. The Edo people are being killed. The Igbo people are being killed. All other nationalities are being killed by these bandits, in whom Sultan of Sokoto is defending, saying the Boko Haram are doing the work of Allah. The question is, what type of job are they doing for Allah? Is it by killing people that doing the work of Allah for God? I mean, the Sultan of Sokoto should be questioned. And I strongly believe the president of Nigeria does not have the confidence to challenge His Excellency Sultan of Sokoto. That is why I am labeling this, that President Trump should come for our aid. President Trump needs to remove Sultan of Sokoto from Nigeria, and Gumi and others. As soon as these two people or few these Fulanis can be removed in Nigeria, there's likely for calmness to come in Nigeria. So at this junction, I am submitting for President Trump, United States of America, to come to our aid and come and evict the Sultan of Sokoto, Dr. Sheikh Gumi, Professor Usman Yusuf, Bello Badejo, Bala Mohammed, Bello Matawale, Isa Pantima, El Rufai, and others that their names have been submitted to Nigerian government as terrorists from Saudi Arabia, that gave us the names of suspicious terrorism sponsor in Nigeria. Lastly, the Saudi Arabia, who is the Islamic state, Islamic nation, where all Islamic came from, they disagree and make deportation of Dr. Sheikh Gumi in their country. Say he's not preaching the real Islamic way. That means Dr. Sheikh Gumi and His Excellency Sultan of Sokoto, they are not preaching Islamic. All what they are doing is Fulanization, Islamization of Nigeria. That is exactly what they are doing in Nigeria. So I'm seeking this motion to appeal to His Excellency, President Trump, to come to our aid before religious war broke up in Nigeria. And I'm sending this message as well to United Nations Secretary and all other P5s and all the 15 permanent members at a whole, because Africans are among the 15 members. So I'm appealing to the 15 members to sit down in order for us to prevent civil war in Nigeria or religious war in Nigeria. Please come to our aid on time. There is a threat on the 28th of March 2026 on Ramadan Day to afflict, to kill many people from the southwest Nigeria. So please, I am appealing to all other authorities, to international communities to come to our aid in order to save lives. If war broke up in Nigeria today, the whole world will suffer. In order for the whole world not to suffer, please come to our aid and help us out of this menace that Sultan of Sokoto and Dr. Sheyi Gumi put Nigeria into. The Boko Haram have killed many Nigerian soldiers and killed many innocent people whom the Sultan of Sokoto saying they are doing the work of Allah. Is that the work of Allah? Please and please, nationwide, the whole globe, I'm appealing to the globe to come and help us on time before war broke up in Nigeria. Sultan of Sokoto must go down. I vow, by the power in the name of God, Sultan of Sokoto must go down. Dr. Sheyi Gumi must go down. Those two people are my primary objective that must go down. I seek the indulgence of His Excellency, President Trump. Please, do not waste time. Don't let us die under this Islamic war. Yeah. And that is why, and don't forget, fellow Nigerians, there will be anti-Fulani jihadist movement, Islamization, Fulanization movement in June 2026. I still keep the date secret. I will let you know when we finalize on the date. But we are writing to Nigerian police for permission and to guide us on that very day. Be rest assured, nobody will torment you anymore in Nigeria.
The reason why Sheikh Gumi is still walking around as a free man in this country is still what I don't understand.
Tell me who they have killed. How many? Few.
They've killed people.
No, they don't kill. If they kill, in the box, they will kill people there. They want money from the people. They want, what do you call it?
They burned down houses. They've killed people.
This is another thing. That is the ethnic person. Maybe if a nomadic man went to that village and he was killed or lynched, so they come in a group and ransack the village, not to steal, just to revenge. And this is their mode of defense, instilling fear.
So Sheikh Gumi has come out to say that these killers, they kill by mistake. That these herdsmen and all these bandits, that they don't have any reason to kill. When they come to the bosses, they kidnap. They're only doing it for the money, and it is paying, since the government has ignored and neglected them, that this is their only source of livelihood, that they don't intend to kill anybody. Anytime they raid a particular community, it's just as a result, maybe that community has harmed one of their members, and that is the reason why they come to these communities and raid these communities, and they don't kill people, they just burn houses. And the people they see that die in those houses are actually by mistake, that these people do not intend to do all of this. Sometimes they are on. He's giving excuses. He's giving excuses for these killers, making us understand that they are only doing, they had no choice than to do what they just have to do as a result of the neglect from the federal government. The Northerners will say they have been neglected by the federal government. You should come to Southeast and see what neglect is. What has the federal government done for the Southeast? If not the Southeasterners are here trying to do something for themselves. If that happens to be the case, every young man in the Southeast will pick up arms now and begin to terrorize. Well, my happiness is that 90% of the terrorism they commit, or the banditry or the activists they do, is either against their own religion or against their own people in the North. They should try that nonsense and come towards the East and see how long they will last. In as much as a few communities have been affected in the East here anyway, but meanwhile, we should all sit up, because the best security is the one you prepare for yourself. Arm yourself if you may. This is Equilibria.
Hey, welcome back. This is what we're saying. This man is the only man who is going to replace or be Nnamdi Kanu replacement. But the only thing that will make him to be different from Nnamdi Kanu is this. Although I think they have something in common. The same thing Nnamdi Kanu said is the same thing this man has been doing. If you notice all he's been saying, you will know that most of the thing he has been saying is related to what Nnamdi Kanu said before. You see Sultan of Sokoto Gumi, those guys, you may think that they have you in the mind or they have any pity for any one of you, but they don't. It is just because they are leaders in some places today. They are so cool. If not, they would have even joined these guys who are buying some persons to help them delivered. And what makes this thing to be working for them is just because and the fact that these guys understand themselves and they don't want anything like disunity or anything they can make them not to achieve the goals. What is this that I'm talking about? Since I was born, I have not seen where Sultan of Sokoto and this man called Gumi is or are quarreling before. I have never witnessed them quarreling or talk anything bad about each other. All they have just been doing is how to play this their game, do this and that, and make sure they plan in many other things they've had or they have works, and they keep on doing that and they are thriving in it. Although their own is negative plan, that is why people say against them. Even as that negative plan with unity works too. If you don't know, the reason why our own in the north here is not working is just because, see this man, I'm from the south talking. Ever since he has been talking, although I've seen him talking more than 5 times or 6 times before, ever since he's been talking, I haven't seen anybody coming to him or trying to say that okay, we are ready to be in your support or we are ready to be with you. He is the only person, though he is staying alone. Although that has made everything in our own side, especially Saudi, to be so strong and tough for us. You know that okay, if something like this is happening or one man now has now brought himself that okay, this is what he wants to be fighting against, like most of you now need to join the same man and be doing it with the man, so that the man will not be left alone like most of you usually do. Like this man now and this person called Nnamdi Kanu, what made him not to be doing or not to be in existence today is based on the fact that most of you left only him on the streets. You push him in front and leave him, and left him, sorry. Now that he's facing his own day alone, you are here enjoying. Only what you can do now is to be doing all such of thing and thinking that okay, you are supporting. You cannot be indoor and say that okay, you are supporting this other person. This is the same thing this man now, this elderly person who spoke first here, is doing, and nobody has ever come behind him or trying to be an organic support to him. See, with this and with all you guys are doing, you see the Sultan and these guys called Kimi, they are going to win the south. And even most of the thing the man has explained here, it is going to work. Although my own plan and my agenda is how to do for this not to work, but with the way we are doing and with the way we are leaving our people on the street alone is what they can make this to work easily. Although only this man here, he can only try. He told us the other time that okay, most of the ammunition and many other things has been bought by him. He needs people who will be with him, but no one said that okay, he was going to come with him. He still come again to do the same thing today, and most of you are still quiet, thinking that only him then can go. What most of you know how to do is how to clap for person when he has spoken. That is what most of you like doing, but that one cannot help him at all. Join hand with him and make sure he do this successfully, because with the way he's coming, I think he will come well and he will do well. That is all I can tell you. Thank you all.